Now that's the sound of a rewards program that's actually rewarding.
Already rewarding for business owners who contact about it. what muscles do. We got it. We got it. Go. So if you come up and hold this together, all I want you to do is grab the handle. Now what I want you to do is resist us, but you're not trying to pull the handle back. We're going to hold the handle still. So we're holding this way, you're holding that way. What I want you to do is just lift your butt up off the seat. Okay? So you're not trying to, but your arms are straight. Butt will come up off the seat, but you're not trying to pull us backward. The handle's just going to stay in place. So we're going to hold it for you. Feel that? Now, all the muscles are just engaged. When you come up here and you start your pull, you want to feel all those muscles engaged all the way back. The whole pull. As soon as we either rowing this way, you do the back, and then they say leg, hip, arms. It's just the whole body. So as soon as you start pulling, you can feel all those muscles engaged through the whole pull. Going for max wattage, you want the pull to be as long as possible. You're trying to crank a chainsaw like this. So when you crank a chainsaw, you want it to be like this. So you're going far forward, wheel straight down, and then you pull, you want to wheel back. That looks good. Again, so you don't want to stop short here, you want to pull it. Some people pull it in the neck, some people in the chest right here, but you definitely don't want to like be stopping like down here. You want to pull and switch with the pull. You're not going for wattage. 3,000 meters, you don't want to do a crazy long pull. With this, you want to long way. You really want to move back. It's like 2 meters all the way up.
Dad doesn't do chocolate because?
That's good. What's your favorite?
Dad's not doing drugs, doesn't he? Because he hurt his shoulder.
Y'all just finished. Or you're about to start.
Oh.
Are you about to but
For what?
90-day round.
I just need somebody to teach it. I want to do a kids class, and I want to do a kids class separate, so I just got to have somebody that says, hey, I want to do it. So, I've been asking a lot of people for a long time, 2-3 years.
Well, can't get anywhere.
What's in there? Yeah,
Go.
Okay.
We did this one yesterday. 45 minutes long.
feel all the muscles engaged. Do that.
There's no problem. Let's
You want to feel that same.
just smile like no problem.
So it used to be like those, like spin my arms back like this. So this will be kind of flat. You want it to be relaxed. When you relax, pull on all those muscles. So like clean things up. It's going to make your pull.
I could probably do one of them. Right now, I guess. They're like, go, Brett, go. Tell us.
She is 20. Well, she's 25. sad because in jiu-jitsu, I was in half guard and I was like using my feet to pull it out and I guess I hurt.
Yes, it happens. That's the best. Sounds like you find out today. She was crying. I never wear perfume and I sprayed some on and I didn't know that it wasn't, you know the difference between body mist and like perfume? Like perfume's really strong and I sprayed some on and I thought that's where I am today. I don't they have a gym there, and that's where I go. I go after, you know, I know you're talking. I go after I get off of work at like 12. Because it's free. It costs $60 to work out.
Can you go to church with Mama?
So that's where I work out right now, because I can't afford to.
Funny when you cut it, is that like
I know it is really weird. Like I don't do that when I work out. I'm just completely like.
it hurts so bad. And Coach Scott like hurt me twice. This I did at my step's house. Was playing with the light and I tripped over something in it. I'm so bad. And then Coach Scott is like, white.
Grabbed it. I can see your dad. It was the door. I don't know if that is his name or something. Do it. Oh, did you show your mom? Do it.
On this side, so no. I can. I do this shit. It's a 4. Okay, 4. Or my old toothbrushes. I still do.
Ollie,
Throw it
no.
away. Then throw it away. I don't spread it, but it's a plastic fork.
I cannot. That is so. Not be scratching it with a fork. Probably made it bleed or something. Do it, don't do it.
Not potato potato, but potato right here.
How do you get it? From somebody else or?
So yes, I don't know how you get it, but there are people that carry it in the gym. And I get it from Zella's and I got it from the commercial. I thought this go back and fixed it. And then it was like, and so now I have it up here. Okay.
Don't smell me. It's going to be
Bye.
See ya. Go, Brett, go.
Callie. Have a good night. Hey, you wanna teach those kids, you know?
If I want to what?
You wanna teach those kids?
I would love to.
You gotta do Brandex Fitness. They're the same people that created CrossFit Kids. Just about everybody that like partners with CrossFit is broken off from them for one reason or another. The people that did it broke off, created Brandex Fitness. I haven't looked this up because I don't really want to teach kids, honestly. Like I've worked with kids after school, like ministry. I can do it, but it's not my thing. Like they frustrate me pretty quick. They have no attention. Anyway, what I heard is if you do Brandex Fitness, it's like $250 and it's for life. So there's no retest. Whereas if you do CrossFit Kids, you have to be a level 1, $1,000, and a CrossFit Kids, another $2,000, and you have to do them every 5 years. Recertification. For Brandex Fitness, it's just $250. You're done for life.
So if I did that, I could teach children here?
And if you were interested, the only thing I would ask is if you set it up, and I don't care if you did it with somebody, like once you started a schedule, whoever is training needs to know the schedule and like you got to stick to it. So if you decide like Monday, Wednesday, Friday at whatever time, and like I'm just being honest, I'm not interested in doing it. So I'm not interested in so if you were teaching and you went on vacation, you just go on vacation. And also if people like said, hey, I don't like the way you're doing the program, like if you're doing it, it's your baby. So provided you're not like sacrificing chickens or something, I don't care how you do it.
Yeah.
So if people come and complain, they would come complain to you. Like I don't care how you do it.
Okay.
And it's, I primarily want to teach technique to people. With the kids, there's almost zero technique. It's basically just having fun.
Yeah.
So you're just like, hey, look at me, follow the, So, and if you weren't sure if you wanted to do it long term, that would be fine. I would just want who's ever doing it to know we're going to do this as a trial. See if people do it. That way everybody knows up front. So let's say you're starting it in July. You could say we're going to try this for the month of July and see how many people bite. Since it would be kind of you running it or whoever. Like I'm just going to make up. Whitney's not going to do it, but let's say it's you and Whitney. We can work out something. If you're doing it and I'm not like responsible, like obviously ultimately I'm responsible, but I'm not. If people complain, like you and Whitney or whoever would take care of it. Therefore, there would be money to be made depending on how much. In other words, we could come to an agreement on how much we charge, and you would basically be using the space, but you could make money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to work out for free.
To me, you're gonna make money off of it.
I mean, I definitely think that.
But I mean, it may be the same amount of money. You may make the same amount of money and just pay for gym membership. Yeah. But I would think if you're doing CrossFit Kids, work out for free anyway, but then you're still able to make money. You know what I'm saying?
I'll plan for that because I've been wanting them to, they're the next generation of CrossFitters and they're like really, really eager to do it. And their dad's like willing to pay, so it's kind of like, and I know that not everybody has a passion because I don't have patience with certain ages of children, but with this specific age group, I feel like I could.
See, I
can have some fun with it.
I could do it. I'm not passionate about it because I've training Chase. He's like, make sure he's not around.
Yeah, I saw his grandma today. He's not coming today. So.
Is they training over there?
No, I think he hurt his hand or something.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen him in a while. He pretty much is the limit of what I'm willing to put up with. I could not train 10 of him at the same time. It would drive me crazy. Because like,
How loves it?
I I love
He's his
Chase.
favorite person.
I love Chase, but I could not train Chase. Like,
I think he just got bored. Where's Susan that you're running?
Sorry. Now, what's that certification called?
Brand X Fitness. And yeah, so
Kyle, you okay?
what's his ankle?
He fell off of the bar.
Is he okay?
Legs cramping.
You want me to stretch it? What was I saying? Oh, so when we very first started the gym, what I said was, you may need to take the sound off of this. I don't guess there's any way Chase's grandma's gonna watch that video.
He has to
But anyway,
cover the sound because of copyright anyway.
So like when I started the gym, it was like, what I said was, because we have people the exact same age that want to train. What I told them is, anybody that's like varsity sports prep, like you're getting ready to go get hit on a football field for a guy, or if you're a girl, you're getting ready to go out for the varsity cheerleading. Then it's not really like playtime anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're getting ready to play high school football, you're gonna lift weight heavy, or competitive cheerleading, you're gonna come in and work hard. So anybody that's like getting ready to make that step, that's the age group where they're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not. It's basically just going to be more for fun, fitness, but it's more of a fun is the focus rather than technique. So anybody that would like come in, just so you would know, when people come in and ask, that would be my determining factor. Like for a boy, it's like, can your body support heavy weight? And for girls, like, are you getting ready? Just high intensity sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I haven't really asked a lot about it, but I could. But like, I'm sure Chip Sweat, he would probably tell you anything you want to know about. Hey, here's some mistakes I made or whatever, stuff like that.
I'll definitely
Yeah.
I'll ask him because I'm for him too because of Olivia down at their place. I'll definitely call him too because I would love to do that.
Yeah, look it up. I could be wrong about the price or the certification, but two or three people that I've mentioned Brand X Fitness have said that's the case, that it's a one-time fee and it's much cheaper than CrossFit Kids.
Yeah, yeah.
And that does not, now one, if people asked you directly, are you doing CrossFit you would have to say no. You know, that whole technical, like, because you're not a CrossFit Kids instructor. If people tell their friends, we're going to do CrossFit, you don't have to correct them. But it's if they directly say, are you doing a CrossFit Kids program? You can explain to them, no, that's a $2,000 certification, but it's the same people, and you can explain it to them that way. But you can tell them you're doing all the same movements. Just like if I don't pay the affiliation in July or August, I have to take that sign down. So just so you know, and people like CrossFit headquarters, like sometimes will test gyms. Like they'll call up and say, "Are you a CrossFit gym?" And they know you're not. They have a list of affiliates. So if they were to, for whatever reason, come here and say, "Hey, do you have CrossFit Kids?" Like spy on us, you'd have to say no. But we train from the same people that developed the program or whatever. So.
Yeah, I understand all the technical barriers of that. We just have to, just go through it piece by piece. What I say, how I train them, all that stuff. How discipline I can use and how much weight they can use. It's all kinds of stuff goes into it.
Yeah,
I'll have to.
That's something Chip would be really good at.
Yeah.
They have kids and they have teens. I'm not sure about like any of the limitations, but I think what he said is like their age group, you're not going to lift any heavy weights. Like they're not going to lift weights heavy enough that they would hurt themselves if they didn't use proper form. Like I'm thinking like a hyperlight with 2 tens is like all they really, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. Chip would definitely be a better person.
I'll definitely email him or message him directly about it. Because, yeah. I mean, and I don't think it'd be an overwhelming amount of kids. So at first, at least, maybe even over 6 months. So I think it would be easier to handle. If I did have to go out of town, something like that, I could get in contact with the small group of children I did have, the parents.
You can create
okay, this week we're not having it, or whatever.
And they're gonna want breaks anyway. That's normal. I mean, when you have a piano teacher, they take a week off here and there. It's not. I don't think anybody now. I don't know. Some people kind of freak out with the regular classes, but it's a little bit different. I don't think with kids, they'll worry about taking a break off. And you can give them, I don't know, kind of be up to you. You could give them a break on the money. Like if you're gone for a week, you can say this month is 3/4 of a price, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was that way when we started the gym. I mean, there were some days it's 0 people show up, and that's just the way. And then there's some days you're a little overwhelmed because you're still new coaching, and you get 10 or you have 5 regular kids and then 5 new kids. So that's something else you have to consider. Is do you have an intro program, or does everybody just jump in? All that, but I mean, when we started, it was the same way. It's easier because it's smaller. And I mean, honestly, coaching, I didn't enjoy it in the very beginning. And I enjoyed it some, but I've come to like it a lot more over time. So, I don't know, people I don't know, you'll hone your skills and you'll figure out if you like it or not. And if you, like I said, if you set an amount of time, like I said, we're just going to do it for July and August, and then even said after that, well, let's try it for 4 more months. I'm not really enjoying it, but we'll try it for 4 more months. And as long as everybody knows that,
I'm just excited because I think it would be good. It would be fun to combine the whole working out aspect, which I'm here every day anyway, and then the ministry side. Because I do feel like I'm getting on a personal level with these little girls, and I want to continue that. And I know that they're really receptive, and so I really, and I have not been doing as much for that ministry wise, just because I work a lot and I'm planning this wedding and stuff. So, but I really want to. I have a passion for children. That's what I want to do with my career. So, I definitely would like to do this, at least for a trial run. Give it a shot.
They're super nice. And I feel bad because they're still asking, hey, you can do whatever? Yeah. And it's a part of me just wants to say yes and do it. But I think it's such a different program. I think if somebody comes new to do on-ramp and then I have kids, I can't do both. It's either one or the other. And then plus, I don't think it's a good idea. If he's right there doing 135 snatches and he's over there, to have a girl in, because they don't understand. like they'll walk under a barbell or get near or back into somebody or be talking or whatever. So that's the other thing is like, you know, where we would do it, but it, you know, in there would be fine with me, or here or outside, but
yeah.
just, you know, that's something we could work out.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could snap my fingers, we just have a, you know, $5,000, put up walls here and tear that down, and you just, like this is the RX side or whatever scale, and then over there's kids program. You have like 2 lanes, you know, big section. Yeah, you can let me know about the price. They may have gone up in price, so, or it may not be good for as long as people talk about. So.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely an idea. Thanks, because I even like thought about it, but I was like, if I know a level 1 for 1,000, I don't want to know how much the kids certification is.
It's 1,000.
Crap.
So I